I remember the smell of jasmine in the garden the day we moved in. Rachel loved that flower. We planted it together behind the patio, her hands covered in soil, laughing about how we were officially adults now. That memory stayed with me. Even in the darkest days, I clung to it. It reminded me of what we were before life and silence crept in. 7 years. That's how long we tried. It didn't crumble overnight. It was slow. Dinner conversations turned into passing comments. Laughs were rare. Her eyes stopped lighting up when I walked into a room. I noticed. Of course I did. But I thought, if I just work harder, earn more, give her space, it'll fix itself. That's what men do, right? We solve. We provide. But all I did was disappear from the very thing I was trying to protect. Work became my refuge. Long hours at the office, takeout dinners eaten at my desk. I missed date nights. I missed our anniversary once, actually. But she said it was fine. I believed her. Still, I loved her. Even at my busiest. Even when I felt like I was failing. And then, the Thursday. I got off early, surprisingly. The moment felt lucky. I remembered she liked spicy noodles from that Thai place near her yoga studio, so I ordered them. Got a bottle of wine. Even picked up her ridiculous plum soda, the one she always forgot she liked until she sipped it. I wanted to talk that night. Really talk. Maybe rekindle something. When I got home, I called out her name. No answer. I figured she was in the shower, but I heard voices. Soft where one of them was hers. The other one wasn't mine. I walked up the stairs. My legs felt like concrete. The bedroom door was ajar. Inside, Rachel was in our bed, with a man I didn't know. I froze. Something in me cracked and then went numb. She screamed. He panicked. I turned around and walked out. The food dropped to the hallway floor behind me. Noodles spilled across the tiles. I remember the smell vividly. Sweet, sour, and suddenly revolting. I didn't talk to her for weeks. I stayed at a friend's place. Matt. He offered whiskey in silence, which was perfect. Every night I stared at the ceiling, wondering how I hadn't seen it coming, wondering if I'd forced her into loneliness, but also asking, does loneliness justify betrayal? Eventually we met, a neutral cafe. I couldn't look at her right away. She looked broken. I felt numb. She said she missed me, that she'd made a mistake. She explained how disconnected she'd felt. I wanted to shout, but I didn't. I just listened. I agreed to therapy. A part of me still loved her, maybe more than I should have. Therapy was intense. We dug up issues we'd buried for years. She cried once so hard her mascara ran all over her blouse. I wanted to hug her, but didn't. I just handed her a napkin. We made progress. Laughs returned. We even spent a weekend hiking like we used to. It almost felt normal again. Then she asked me to move back in. I hesitated. She said, let's start fresh. I said, okay. We repainted the bedroom, got new bed sheets, bought new frames for the wedding photos. We weren't pretending it hadn't happened. We were trying to make it better. Then came Leo. I didn't know his name at first. Just saw a notification light up on her phone one evening while she was in the shower. It was instinct, maybe paranoia, but I checked. There it was. Flirting, teasing, compliments. Nothing graphic, but intimate and recent. All this while we were rebuilding? I didn't rage, didn't cry. I packed a suitcase, left a house key on the kitchen counter and walked out. Again. She called that night. I didn't answer. She came by the office. I asked reception not to let her through. Eventually she stopped trying. I haven't seen her since. I miss her. Isn't that pathetic? Even after 2 betrayals, even after the silence and lies. But what I miss is us. From before. Before things got quiet. Before I lost her.